Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm looking forward to sharing with you today. Today we're going to make some Kraft Note Cards, decorate them with some designer series paper or patterned paper, and they're fairly quick and easy to make, and it's a great way of using up your scraps. So if you've got designer series paper, pattern paper that you just need to use up in some way, then you may like to give this a try with these note cards. And the great thing about this, when you buy the Kraft Note Cards, is you also get a box that you can put together, and that way you could get some cards, make up a little set, and then you can gift it to someone as well. So it makes a lovely gift. So you've got note cards you can use yourself to give people, or you've got this lovely box you can make, and then you can give a gift of some cards as well. So we'll first of all make the cards, and then I'll show you how I've made the box and how I've decorated it as well. And Stampin' Up! Have three types of note cards. We've got white, basic white, very vanilla, and then this Kraft. So today is the Kraft that I'm going to be using. So the note cards that I was talking about, the note cards are what I use in my coffee and cards. So those that come to coffee and cards at Vero Cafe once a month, that the note cards are good. So they're quick and easy to stamp on, decorate, or whatever, and that's what I'm using today as well. So I'm going to turn my camera around and I'm going to show you what I've created, and I'll show you how I made it, and you might like to give something like this a go as well. So here we go. So this is the note cards that I made. Now I am using some retired paper because the idea of this card is to use up your scraps. So this is a lovely kind of foil shimmery paper. So you pull out what you've got that you need to use up and put it to good use as well. So like I said, these are note cards, so they're a bit smaller. And you can see I've got the three panels and then a sentiment in the middle, and this is the Kraft notebook. So I've made a little kind of belly band sleeve on it, so I'm just sliding that off, and then we open it up, and then inside I've got a set of cards. So here's some more of the same type of cards. So I've used different combinations of paper depending on what scraps and things I've got. And then there's the coordinating envelopes that go in as well. So I've just put 5 in. You could definitely fit a few more, probably up to about 10 or something. But some of them are happy birthday, some of them are thank you, and I've used the double oval punch for that. But you have a look and see what papers you've got that you need to use up. And I've also used that paper for the belly band. All right, so if the note cards, they come in a pack like this, cling wrapped. So you get a set of 20, so I'll put them down a bit so you can hopefully see a bit better. 20 note cards with envelopes. And then at the back, flat packed, is this, which is the box, the bottom and the lid. So I will put that together at the end. All right, so we need one of our note cards. So this is the Kraft. And I'm just going to fold it in half. So the line where it's been scored, I tend to fold like that, and then I'll score it or crease it, burnish it with my bone folder, so we get a nice crisp edge. And then I'm going to use scraps. So I've got a whole collection of some scraps and things that I've done, and I've cut them into 3.8 centimetre widths. And then there's 3 different lengths. One is longer, then shorter, and then that's a square. So I've noted down the measurements if you want to try and make this. So this is for the note cards, okay? So this one here is 3.8 by 11.8 centimetres. This is 3.8 by 7.6 centimetres. And then, as I said, a square, 3.8 by 3.8. And then I'm trying to mix and match the different designs. So I've got 3 here that I've picked out ready to go. Now the pattern does have something on the other side, so you could mix and match the foil with the non-foil, and then basically it's just a matter of, once you've got all your pieces, gluing it together and adding a sentiment. So it is really quick and easy. So let me put that there in case you need the measurements. My suggestion would be to glue them all and stick them down in one go, and that way if you need to adjust them, you can do that to make sure they're kind of nicely balanced. So I like to use glue, the liquid multi-purpose glue, not too much, just a very thin layer near the edge but not too close to the edge. We don't want it oozing out. Some people like tape. I think it's easier to put the big wide one on, the longer one on first, then moving fairly quickly this one. And the reason I say fairly quickly, because if I want to jiggle them, move it over a little bit, you still, whoops, see it's still moving just, you can adjust it slightly. And that's the card base, very quick and simple. Then we just need to add our sentiment. So it needs to be fairly small for the double oval punch. So this is what the double oval punch looks like. And because there's two of them, you're better to have long strips when you're punching. So I'm going to stamp that first, but if I only want that, then I'm just punching here. If I had a big piece and I stamped here, then I would end up wasting all this as well. So that's why it's good to have a nice narrow strip. So I'm just going to stamp that in black, and I'm just going to do a little thank you. The stamp set I've used is the Wild Path Flower, because it's got some nice small sentiments in it, and I've just used the thank you, which is not on my block straight, but that's okay. And then I'm going to punch that out like so. And then I want the Kraft. So the Kraft comes in a pack of 6 by 6. It's actually, unfortunately, retiring. So it's on special at the moment. I think it's still in stock. So if you like Kraft, it's just a slightly different colour to the crumb cake. Kind of a slightly deeper brownish colour. So it is nice. Well, here's my Wildflower Path that I use my thank you sentiment from. And now I'm trying to find a scrap of the Kraft, which I did put aside. I've probably buried it for, here it is. It's just a little piece. And I'm just going to do the oval scallop shape. I just think it looks nice when it's framed. All right, there we go. And I'm just going to glue that onto there like so. Move that out of the way now. And just put it on with a couple of dimensionals. And then we've just got to add a little bit of sparkle. And that's it, very quick and simple. You just need to know those measurements basically, or you can make your own up. There we go. So there's the not instructions, the measurements in case you need them again. And I'm just going to grab, I could probably use mini, but my big ones are handy. So a couple of dimensionals. There we go. Like so, and some sparkle. I think these are my go-to all the time these days. Use them lots and lots. So let's put one over there, maybe a big one at the top, and just a little one. Where did it go? Maybe I didn't pick it up yet. On the thank you. So odd numbers are good. There we go. So that is our card, quick and simple. And then, so now we've got a collection to put into the box. So now I'll show you how I made the box. All right. So there are two pieces. So this one folds out quite a bit. The other one is the lid. So let's move that out of the way. So you do need a bone folder for this. So work out which is the outside, which is the inside. So this is going to be my inside. So the layers here are all going to be a valley fold, which is kind of a downward fold. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So crease all those. So they're all a valley fold. So if you look at it like that, it's kind of, you know, it goes down, it's a valley. Then the next round is going to be a mountain fold. So we'll crease all those. Mountain, mountain, mountain. So if you look at, so the one by the inside of the box are valleys, and then the next one's a mountain. So if you look at it like this, it looks like a mountain. So all of them around. And then the next one, guess what it's going to be? It's going to be a valley fold. So it's going to go down. So on some of these, it's just a little tab. Okay. And, all right. And then all these little tabs, you need to fold inwards, increase. So if you use a bone folder, it just gives a nice crisp edge. All right, then to put it together. So we're going to put, so there are our sides, and we're going to, have I done that right? I'm just thinking now. No, they've got to be, so it's a mountain but inwards. So it is a mountain, but it's just got to fold inwards, not outwards. So it's still a mountain, but I did it that way, but it's got to be that way. So yeah, sorry about that. So a mountain fold, but a mountain fold coming inwards. We'll get there. All right, and then they have got to be going the opposite way. No, that one's, yeah, that's good. And then, okay, once it's folded, you can crease it. Okay, so pull these in, and we're going to, I'm just going to fold them in the wrong way just to kind of show you. So they're all coming up like this. Make sure this one goes in last. You want the two sides. Yeah, so we need, sorry, I've done this before. Let me have a quick look at my other box. So pull it apart. Okay, so what did I do? So, yeah, so all these three need to go in first, basically. So let's do these two sides. Yep, do those two sides. Then this one comes over and push them in. So you've got things like that, basically. And then the last, so we did the two sides first, then this one, and then the last one has to be this. And then basically you don't need glue, tape, anything. It just all tucks in, as long as you've creased it well and it holds itself. Okay? For the lid, I did use a little bit of tape for the lid because they are narrow pieces. So let's just go around and crease everything, because then, and we'll just do it all the same way to start with, and then we can fold it accordingly later on. But it just makes it so much easier if it's all folded and all burnished. But yeah, like I said, I did use some tape. Have we done this side? No. But it's a very strong, sturdy box because it's kind of like two layers in and out. It makes it nice and strong. All right, because it's not very wide, I found I needed to kind of tape these in, and then it kind of stayed. So let's get some tape. So basically I'm just putting tape on my tabs, and that's it, kind of thing. So you could use tear-in tape, you could use the Seal Plus. Seal Plus is probably easier, then I don't have to pull the bits off. But it just holds it in place a little bit easier. So I hope you can follow. But it's pretty straightforward. All right, so let's, and again, this is like two layers, so it's nice and thick. This is when I should probably use my little take your pick to just get the edge. Makes it so much easier because it can get under more easily than my fingers can, or my fingernails. All right, let's see if we can get this right. So remember this one here, it needs to be the last one. So we're gonna basically, I'll just fold them all the right way now. So they've got to go over, under, like so. Over, under, and then that last one comes in the other way. So let's just crease all those now that we know exactly which way they're all going. And this one will be like, so it's yeah, very important just to crease everything well, and then it will all fall into place. All right, so we're going to stick those to there and adhere. Can you see? Sorry, concentrating, but trying to make sure you see, like so. I'm going to put these two side ones in first, like we did. And you see the two side ones in. And then we'll put this one in. And then lastly this, and then it will just hold everything in place. Piece of cake? Hope so. All right, there we go. There's our box. Like so. So all the cutting, all the scoring's been done for you. You just need to burnish the folds, and a little bit of tape on the lid does help. So then we need to decorate it. And I'm going to do my belly band thing slightly different, and you can choose which one you kind of like the most. All right, so I've used a strip of DSP. So it's 12 inches long, 30.5 centimeters. I can't make any longer. It literally just fits around the box. And this is 6 centimeters wide. You can make it what you want. Now, the reason I did the circle was because I wanted to hide the join. There's a join under there. I was originally just going to have the just for you, but then I could see the join. So I'm going to put it sort of in the middle, and then I'm going to sort of wrap it round, and you will see how close. There is hardly any overlap there, right? I'm just going to slide it down a little bit so it's more in the center. So what I did was, it's not quite the same width all the way around, but that's okay, we're going to cover it up. I put, even the tape's too wide. So what I did was I put a piece of tape over it, but kind of on the edge. Don't actually want it to stick to the lid. And pull it off. And then I'm just going to fold it back on itself. So is it coming off? No, it's not coming off. There we go. So see how, I don't know if you can tell, the tape's hanging over the edge. So I'm just going to fold it back so it's quite a narrow piece, and even push it up a little bit. Remember, we will have a circle, and then I'm literally going to do it as tightly as I can and overlap it, but as straight as I can. Like so. And then we're going to do a circle, so that will kind of hide any join. Like that. So the circles I've used are the stylish shapes, and that's one of the circles, and it gives that nice stitched look. So there is the just for you on the top, but I'm going to try it just with the circle, and we'll see how that looks. You can decide which one you like. So I've got my circle. Now I've just found a stamp set that kind of coordinates with this set. I'm pretty sure it's retired now, but it kind of goes with the design. So I'm going to use that stamp, and I've used the soft seafoam because we've sort of got a soft seafoam in the paper, and I just wanted a contrasting but light colour. So I learnt that you should do the sentiment first, otherwise you might not leave enough room for it. So learn from experience. So we've got just for you. And then after that, so this one went all the way around the edge, but I'm just going to do more top and bottom. So it kind of stands out a little bit, like so. You could, if you wanted to, do a little bit at the edge. I don't know. I didn't really much. Kind of. It's up to you. And then I was wondering if that's all I did, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to put it on like that. I'll show you the extra bit, and then you can decide what you want. Don't go too close to the edge because it will kind of hang out a little bit. But there's my just for you if you want to keep it more flat. If you do want to do this bit, all I did was, I'll need to clean my just for you because that was soft seafoam. I'll get my fresh freezer and stamp that on fresh freezer card. And this wonderful colour is carrying on and coming in from the side like so. And then my scrap piece that I had earlier, I'm going to, not sure what that might be the right way, do one of those too. Okay, so to frame it, I get my scissors and I cut it in half. Oh, we should add some sparkle to that, whatever we do. So I'm going to put glue that's on the wrong side. Okay, we'll wipe that glue there and put it that way around because that's the way it should go. So it's going to be a bit sticky on the back, but that's all right. We'll just be careful. So glue that there. I'm going to put the glue on here, then I can't put it on the wrong side. And glue that like that. Okay, I'm just going to put that aside for a minute to dry because I don't want to pick it up and bump it. Oops, not sticking so well, it's sticking to my fingers. Try and get it even. Okay, so I'll let that dry. So just to show you with this, you can theoretically slide it off. It might be a little bit sticky underneath. Slide it off. It is a tight fit. There we go. So just check in there. If there's any stickiness, maybe just wipe it with your hand. I could add another layer, but then it's going to be even tighter. So I'm just going to rub out any stickiness. And you just got to kind of put it in one end, put it in the other corner, and then just put it in that fourth corner. It will go on. It has to go on. I'll just bring it back a little bit. Sorry, taking it off screen. It will go on. There we go. And then slide it on. Whew, getting there. Okay. So let me show you the other box. So here's the one I made earlier. I should leave a card out so we can see what we actually made. And put this one on too. So if you're looking to give someone a gift and you want to make some cards for them, these note cards are great, okay? So there's one and there's two. Which do you like? So if I wanted to put this on, I'll put some dimensionals on the back, like so, but I won't actually take them on. I'll just sit them there. So I can still put that on too. So let me know, what do you like? Do you like A with the pink on, or do you like it flat like that? Please comment and let me know. But either way, I will add some sparkle to that too. So let me grab my sparkles. Oh, and I'll let you know which stamp set I used for that too, because the Just For You is quite versatile. So I'm going to put my sparkles around here. So if I decide to put my other bit on later, I can still add it. Whoops, throwing things around. Oh, it's stuck to my finger. We'll do one there and then one at the bottom. You might want them a bit more in because if we don't put that other one on, but there you go. So Linda likes the B, excellent, that's good to know. What do others like? Yeah, I kind of made, the reason is I started with this first, but I felt it didn't hide my line, so then I needed something else, so then I added the circle. Then I wasn't sure if the two work, so then I thought I'll do one with and one without, and we can decide. So just remember, with the note cards, it's only the Kraft ones that come with the box. The white and vanilla note cards come in a set of 20 as well, with the envelopes as well as the note cards, but there is no box with that. It's just the Kraft set that comes with 20 note cards and envelopes and a box. So it's quite a nice way of making a gift for someone, and then you can put a set of cards inside, and then you've given them a beautiful gift with cards. And you can make them all the same, or you could make a variety of cards. So there you go. So if you'd like to get some note cards, you can order online through my store, or you can contact me and I can help order them for you. So why not pull out those scraps of designer series paper that you've got lying around and make a card, or make some note cards, or you could use the pattern with a normal size card as well. Obviously you'd have to proportion it a little bit differently, but yeah, it's a great way of using up your scraps and things, and just by adding a little sentiment and some sparkle, it kind of adds to it as well. So thank you for your time today. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching it live, thank you for joining me. If you're watching the recording later, I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've got any questions, feel free to ask me and I will do my best to answer them later on. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. And then you'll be kept up to date with other videos and things too. If you need the measurements one more time, it's basically the width is 3.8 centimeters. One length is 11.8 The other length is 7.6. And then the last one is a square, which is 3.8 by 3.8. So yes, it does make a lovely gift. So often we make these cards, and it's nice to give cards to people, but sometimes, other people don't necessarily make cards. So it's nice to be able to gift them some card too. Just remember the craft, which I've used for cutting out the sentiment, is retiring. So if you like to have some craft paper on the side, you can order that now, which reminds me that the last chance products are on sale for a couple more weeks. This current catalogue, the annual and the mini, ends on the 1st of May. Some product is already sold out, but some is still available, and there's some discounted. So make sure you check it out. You can order through my online store, or you can contact me and I'll help place your order for you. So make the most of that. And if those things are going, which is a bit sad sometimes, the exciting thing is a new catalogue is coming. So on the 2nd of May, our new annual catalogue will start. So I don't have a paper copy of it yet myself. I've only seen it online. Us demonstrators get to see it a bit early, which is exciting. One of the perks of being a demonstrator. But mine is in the post to me. I can't open the catalogue and show it to you online yet, but I can show you some of the products. So I've done a pre-order, so we'll see. Maybe next week for my Facebook Live, I might be able to show you some of the new colours and new products. We'll see if it arrives. And like I said, I've ordered catalogues for my customers. So if you've ordered from me later this month, I will send out a complimentary copy. If you haven't bought from me, but you're interested in seeing a copy of the catalogue, you don't have a demonstrator, then feel free to get in contact with me and fill in your details, and then I'll be able to send one out to you. So I'll try and remember to put a link in the comments for you to sign up for that too. So I appreciate your time today. Thank you for watching. And lastly, if you're not on my mailing list, I send out weekly newsletters, a bigger one at the beginning of the month, and other promotional information or free tutorials or tips and things. Sign up to www.stampwithangela.co.nz/free tutorial. Free tutorial is one word, and you will get sent a free tutorial when you sign up for a trifold card, so something for you to have a try. Wonderful. All right, so thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the note card, the Kraft Note Card, using up your Designer Series paper scraps, so you can use whatever you've got, and the box, which is fairly easy to make once we crease those folds in the right way. And it makes a lovely gift for someone too. So thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you next Thursday, or whether you're watching this live or on YouTube, next time that I do a video. So thanks so much. If you've got any questions, please ask. And if I can help you, please let me know. Thanks so much. See you again soon. Bye.